If you haven't been in a coma lately and just woke up, you might have registered that Panasonic announced a new full-frame camera system at the Photokina in Cologne, Germany, the LUMIX S system. Announced were the S1 and S1R, as well as a new land mount alliance with Leica and Sigma, the L mount. With exciting news like this, I knew I had to do two things. A. Launch a Facebook group. I'll put the link in the description. B. Get more information. First hand. So. I am at the Photokina, and this is the place where all the big names show their guts. And it's not only the brands. Here we see Doc Bloom on stage bashing the GH5 autofocus. Well, well. Yes, Philip, it's a GH5. Of course, Leica is here also to support the Lens Mount Alliance and whatever else they did for the last 100 years or so. Nikon is showing off their new mirrorless option as well as Canon. But where's Panasonic? There, right behind the gates of despair. Nice one. The S system is very dominant, of course. But there's so much more, from lens cleaning service to workshops, and you can bother brand celebrities like Nick Driftwood with stupid questions. And the art of photography is held high. Wait a minute, who's this handsome man? It's the second admin of our Facebook group and LUMIX Ambassador Bernard. If you want to know more about him, do so in the group or check out his YouTube channel. I'll link it here. Together we are going to explore the camera in Panasonic's backstage area, where we were able to actually take the little beast in our hands. This is an early prototype and was lacking the battery, and the lens was kind of a dummy considering the low weight of the setup. Of course we didn't have access to the dual card slots. Looking at the connectors, we exposed the same arsenal that the GH5 line has. USB-C, full-size HDMI, a mic input and a headphone jack. Nothing out of the ordinary like SDI can be found. We have a remote port as well. One very strange thing is the 3-axis tilt screen. It only tilts to a certain degree and you cannot point in the front direction with it. A key feature of the GH line and is so important for vloggers and one-man bands. Some mystery buttons on the front resemble the G9's button layout. These are the specs of the announcement, and Panasonic has a quite strict non-disclosure policy of any more information at this time. We will use our charms and ancient Inquisition techniques to find out more. Well, you know that.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Our chief weapon is surprise. Surprise and fear. Fear and surprise. Our two weapons are fear and surprise. And ruthless efficiency are three.
Now, I forgot to pack my lavalier microphone. For the first time ever. But thank God Bernard has one on his phone, as every pro should have. And that just didn't record. We are sorry. We know the audio is crap. I will try the best to shorten the interview to the interesting bits and show key facts as text. Please help your local organization so elderly people like us can receive the proper treatment and you don't have to endure scratch audio interviews.
Wonderful. Hi, this is Nicholas and this is Bernard. Bernard, of course, is one of the other group admin, and he's the LUMIX Ambassador. And you are from the European headquarters in Wiesbaden.
Yes.
And your job there is?
I'm Tamars Stern, thanks for having me. I'm the Technical Product Manager for Digital Imaging in Wiesbaden. Well, the first thing to say is that we didn't actually launch a product. What we did is we announced and developed an announcement. So at this stage, there is not so much that you can talk, but it's very valuable in the group to have questions, to share questions, because at this stage, we're still kind of a little bit flexible. Yeah? But as you heard yesterday, it's going to be two models. It's going to be the S1 and the S1R, which will going to be incorporating new sensors, 24 and 47 megapixels respectively.
They're both exactly the same size in millimeters?
It's development announcements.
Okay, right.
We cannot comment on the final sizes, on the final weight, and everything.
Of course, but they're both considered full-frame.
Yes.
So much, yeah?
Yes, both of them. Naturally, if you have a full-frame sensor and you divide it by 47 megapixel and 24 megapixel, you end up with larger pixel elements in the 24 megapixel,
Yes.
which naturally are more sensitive.
Exactly.
That's physics.
Right. The GH5, for example, I've been on a racetrack like last week and been in a race car, and she's great for that with stabilization and everything. And I'm very glad that the IBIS made it in that camera too. We might say something about that in a moment. But autofocus is a subject. We will just, as a dedicated video camera as well, dual purpose camera, that it will have an autofocus.
It will have an autofocus.
It will have a continuous autofocus.
It will have a continuous.
Is it comparable technology-wise to GH5, or is there big advances made? Contrast or dual pixel, whatever.
If you let me answer. First of all, yes, it will have an autofocus. It will have an advanced DFD autofocus. So it means that we're using DFD AF technology, which we're convinced is the right choice. And of course, we have a combination in GH of a DFD system and contrast system. I cannot reveal any details yet about the new product because we're still in the development phase. But the aim is to have an advanced DFD, so with a little bit of performance.
So we can expect some advances from a system like GH5 or GH5S. That's perfect. Fantastic information we're getting here. A word on dynamic range. Can you say anything about that subject?
No.
No. All right, that's fine. Vlog, will it be included? Vlog L or Vlog?
It's a development announcement.
All right,
It
okay.
does make sense, but we don't have anything to disclose. So,
Yeah.
but,
8K. In the R you have enough pixels for 8K resolution. Is there any chance to get that on the camera?
well, we have made a commitment to launch 8K by 2020, and we are still on this track. This generation it will not be launched yet, but we are still on the same time track to be launching 8K by 2020.
Okay. That would be, do you have any ideas in which project, is the consumer product, where this will find its way to?
We cannot comment at this time stage.
Nick asked, wishes pixel shift, Olympus style, focus stacking, Panasonic does it too.
Yes,
Is there anything like that planned?
I cannot comment on that.
All right.
But I
That's a
recognize
yes.
both technologies.
That sounded like a yes. I don't know. Okay. We were not.
And Panasonic does not engage in speculations.
Of course not. They would never ever do that. What type of battery? We already found that out, but please again for the that it's not the same battery as the GH. Is there anything more to know about it? No, like milliamperes or is there an expected runtime that you're aiming for?
No, but there is no fact I can tell you right now. But you know our philosophy, and you're a GH5 user,
Yes.
so you know that one of our utmost goals is durability.
Yes.
And durability consists of many things, one of which is dependability of a power source, so you can rest assured that we're giving our best to make a very good solution out of it.
Do you know the f-stops of the lenses that you announced, or is this disclosed right now too?
Well, the prime that we're going to be launching will be 1.450 millimeters, and the other two lenses will be launching cameras do not have an f design yet.
Yes.
So we know it's going to be a 24 to 105 millimeters lens, and a telezoom to 17 to 200 millimeters. But unfortunately, at
The
this
usual
stage,
would be like an f2.8, so we're in the same ballpark, maybe better.
I cannot comment on that.
Oh, okay. I suppose. So RAW is really like the future. We all know it will come. Is there any chance that something like ProRes will be internally or externally available?
At this stage, you cannot say.
H.264 is the main codec of the camera.
I cannot comment on that.
So we kind of at least have to expect the 150 megabit codec that EVA is an internal one, and the GH5 you cannot comment. Okay.
Even that, I am sorry. I mean, this is going to be the first 4K 60p camera in full frame, mirrorless, and this is basically all I can tell you about video capability right now.
And there's two very important questions about 4K 60. Is it 10-bit or is it not? The 60. Some say yes, and some say no. Somebody already released that information, but it's not released yet.
It's not released.
Okay. Interesting. The really flaw of the camera, especially for vloggers, because you need to have a very, very long arm to shoot with it, is the the crop. If the 4K is crop, you have to have an extremely wide lens to even able to shoot this way. So, of course, the natural question is, will 4K be crop?
And I cannot say anything.
That is so sad.
This is Panasonic. Panasonic takes customer into account.
Absolutely.
So we need to be following. We can only hope to get you excited because this is going to be a very professional approach. And the motto of S1 and S1R is no compromise. We don't want to compromise. Our utmost goal is image focus, durability, is to keep the photographer working.
Yeah. And the videographer.
And the videographer.
And I have to say,
I think the most important part is to stay curious, to stay excited, because Panasonic G and S is intended for storytelling.
Yeah.
And today's storytelling is about, of course, hybrid video, photography, and we're trying to expand the expressive features of content creators, meaning photographers and videographers, by creating a tool to expand your horizon on a technical basis. And this is our intent. And this is, at this stage, all I can tell you about facts. And I know this is frustrating, and I want to be telling your audience to keep faith in us and that we are going to approach the same way that we've been.
Well, I think that is it for the most important bits. Thank you for enduring the bad audio. We would like to thank Tamars and Panasonic for their support, and of course for all the excitement that their products bring us. And if Atomos CEO Jeremy Young just runs through my frame again, he has to buy us a beer. You hear me, Jeremy?
Anything to declare?
Yeah, don't forget your microphone.